Yo, what's up guys, AK here and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'll be explaining to you 5 beginner photography mistakes which you can avoid when you're shooting photographs or videographs, and also how to rectify them. So let's get started. First mistake is shooting in automatic mode. Now, I've made a separate video on mastering manual mode in under 10 minutes. So if you want to check that out, I'll be giving a link in the description box below. So please go and check that video out because it will help you guys understand how manual mode works in your camera and what you can do to become a master at it. Now, why you should stop shooting in automatic mode? Well, because automatic mode are for lazy people who don't want to be creative with those pictures, and generally automatic mode just keeps on popping out the flash, which leads to not getting good images. But if you want to get a really good image, you need to understand the color signs and everything, including playing with light, etc. That's when you can get a good and a beautiful image and a creative image of what you have in your mind. Tip number 2 is shooting in JPEG mode. Now, I always recommend to shoot in RAW mode because it just gives more data, but the color will not be there in that. That's why it gives you a lot of flexibility to play with the colors in post-processing or during editing. Since RAW files have a lot of data, it will contain more space, but at the end of the day, it will be better for you as you can play more with your images after playing more with the light. Now, talking about editing your images with the RAW files, we come to tip number 3, which is oversaturating your pictures. Now, this is one thing which I clearly don't like, because when I see oversaturated pictures, I just feel like, oh my god, this is when I just started taking pictures, flashing the light and keep on clicking in automatic mode, and oh my god, oversaturating pictures doesn't mean you will get better pictures. If you oversaturate the colors, you are just reducing the color signs of the picture, as well as you are just reducing the overall picture is just getting worse. Now, if you want to stop from oversaturating pictures, you can use other people's presets, or you can learn how to edit in Lightroom. Not only by changing the saturation, but by also changing the hue or the contrast or saturation or even exposure and brilliance in all pictures. A lot of things change. Now, whenever you're imagining an image and you want to create that image, when it comes to execution process is where many people fail. For that, they need to operate with the correct steps to get that image. Now, as we spoke in the first step, as shooting in automatic mode cannot get you your perfect images. Same way, by just increasing the saturation higher, by just making the saturation higher, your images won't be better. You need to play with light with ISO, aperture and shutter speed. The same way you need to play with exposure, saturation and contrast to get perfect colors. Now, coming to the fourth tip is investing in a good tripod. Yes, now you will be thinking, oh, tripods don't make a difference, right? Like all tripods are same except for ball head versus fluid head. Nope, you are wrong. Tripods actually have more variety for ball head versus fluid head. There are various types of tripods. Now, this is called a photography tripod with a ball head, with a 360-degree ball head. Basically, you can place your camera on top of this with a base plate connected to your camera, and you can take photographs easily. But I use this tripod both for photography as well as videography. Now, for photography, I just keep the tripod in one place and then shoot it because I am right behind the camera. But how do I do it for videography? I am the only one who is recording also this video right now. How do I set the focus, etc.? Well, for that also the tripod comes in handy. When I set this tripod on top of my focus, and if I want to check my focus, I can't control because I'm quite far away from the camera. I use my old tripod as a setup and I keep the focus on that and then match my head along with the same distance from the tripod, and that's how I set my focus. But how is investing in a good tripod going to improve your photography? Well, if you buy cheap tripods with your expensive gear and keep it on it, two things can happen. First, your tripod can snap and it can break, and second thing, you'll have to get a new tripod and also your camera gear will be damaged, so you also need to get new gear. But to protect and prevent that, that's when you need to use a good tripod. Now this is a tripod which I got from China. From China doesn't mean it's fake or it's a not good one. It's a really good travel tripod, and I've also done the unboxing of this tripod when I got it from soup.com for 370 dirhams. So if you want to check that, I'll be putting a link over here as well, so you can check that video out. And best part is you can get as low in the ground as possible, and when you're traveling, the tripod's complete size will be only this much. Just look at the form factor. This is your hand and this is the size of the tripod. Now believe me, when I'm saying that the tripod is this small, it expands hugely. And the best part which I like about this tripod is it's even really lightweight. It is made out of carbon fiber and aluminium, a mix of both. This is a very rare tripod also, but for a really good price. And another thing which I like is, since I also do event photography and videography, I can do photography with this tripod, and when I need, I can just remove the monopod, because it's a 3-in-1 tripod cum monopod, and I can use this for videography. So it really helps when you have a 3-in-1 monopod cum when you have a 3-in-1 tripod cum monopod, because if I have a separate one, then I'll have to change the base plate from that to this one, and then it'll just be too much of a hassle. That's why I just love this tripod, and plus it also fits in my camera bag perfectly. Now the last tip is shooting at noon. I've heard many people saying is, whenever there is maximum number of light only you need to go and shoot. No, that is such a big myth, because you can shoot any time of the day. But most of the photographers and videographers, especially me, I prefer going and shooting at either sunrise or sunset because of golden hour or blue hour. Now the time before sunrise and after sunset is known as blue hour, because the sky is completely filled with a blue tinge. The time after sunrise and before sunset is known as golden hour, because the sky's tinge is more of a yellow or a red color. Now I personally like shooting in golden hour because even my skin color is brownish, and also the same way the colors will also reflect. I don't mind shooting at blue hour, but the main thing is I'll have to bump up my ISO a little bit because I'll need to get more light in. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please do hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys. This is Ayush signing off. Peace.